All right. Okay. Good evening, one and all. Let us start. What is an agility? Actually, it means it is a ability to respond to changing the customer needs. Okay. Agility in the sense it is a ability to respond the customer needs, customer changes. Okay. If whenever we want to develop a project for a particular customer, after completion of that particular project, okay so again the customer is asked for some more changes or new okay requests to do on that particular project, then we are ready to accept to do such kind of requirements or such kinds of need, okay which is come from a customer. So that ability is called here agility, that nature of accepting, that nature of responding to a customer. Okay, we are ready to change the product. It may be a old project or it may be a current project, any project. We are ready to change that particular project. Okay, that nature is called here okay agility. And while performing some changes of a project, then we are going to include a customer. We are going to include a customer into that team, working team. Why? Because that working is again okay I mean doing on his based on his requirements or not. Okay, if he is follow up such kind of changes, then it is easy to them okay to do work fastly, okay by with new changes on that particular project, isn't it? Okay, after doing after modifying that project, again he is asking for this is not what I am saying, okay this is different, I didn't say like that. If this kind of maybe some what problems may occur while developing a project, so to overcome those problems, okay again here we are okay drag him or we asked him to monitor us while working for his requirements. Okay, that is about second point of a agility. And coming to the third point, agile process is a lightweight method or people based rather than the plan based method. Actually this process is a this is one kind of process, isn't it? It's a one kind of project to modify the project or to update the existing project. Okay, for updating for that project, we are following again some process. We are going some steps. We are following some steps. So this agility is also a one kind of process. Okay, which kind of process is this? It's a people based project, which means we are modifying the changes based on one person, that is a customer, and some people are ready to accept ready to change that particular project, those are also people. So it's not a okay one kind of a process. Which kind of process it is? It is a people based project rather than the plan based method. We are not going not going to implement this project okay step by step or accordingly some planning of that particular project implementation. Okay, that is already done previously. Now again we are working on that same project, na? So that's why again we are working means purely we are taking, okay, interest of a customer or some need of a customer, and accordingly we will change that particular part only. Okay, we are not going to modify everything, we are not going to, okay, build everything, only few changes we are going to perform on that particular project. So that's why, like, it is agile process is like a remodeling of a house. If we have one house, okay, after the completion of the construction of a house, again he asked for some remodeling on that particular house, okay, which will give some to look better the house. So after overall construction, we are doing, I mean, again some reconstruction, okay, with new kind of colors, with new kind of designs, okay, with paints, or some by adding some designs to roof, and by adding some designs to cupboards. Like that, we are going to modify something on that house after the construction. Here also in agile process also we are doing the same thing. We are modifying that project based on a needs of a customer or interest of a customer. So first of all, we have developed everything according to their requirements only. Okay, according to their requests only. But now also, so but in previously we will take their requirements into a consideration, and we are following some process. Okay, to develop that one, we have some plan to execute that complete overall structure. Now we are not going to use that such plan again. We are not using that such a plan again. Just we are going to modify the what some only few functions or few things on that particular project. So wherever the customer needs. Clear? So that's why this agile process is a people based modification of project or updation of project. Clear? And coming to the next point, the agile process forces the development team to focus on software. So what will ask the develop team? Okay, rather than focusing on design and documentation. Now we are going, agile process is it's a modification process or upgrading process of a software. Whenever we are going to do this process, then we are asking the development team, okay, so what we are going to ask, please concentrate on the software or construction phase, or otherwise construction phase or coding phase. Okay, don't concentrate, I mean, just less concentration on design and some documentation and etc., all those things. First of all, you should concentrate on, so what they are asking, what are the changes, directly you should implement, okay, by using a source code. You should directly implement the changes of a customer on a source code, then test it. If it is given, okay, proper results, then you will go for a modification of design and documentation. Clear? So agile process forces the development team to focus on software in the sense here coding part, or otherwise construction phase. Clear? And coming to the next step, the agile process believes in iterative method. What is this iterative method? So iterative method in the sense it will execute the process phases repeatedly whenever we need. So if customer asked for changing of something, changes on that particular project, then we are come back to the after deployment phase. From the end of the project, again we come back to the coding phase. After coding is finished, if it is satisfied by the customer, then we go back to the design. If design is changed, then go back to the documentation. So like that, here we are using the process phases repeatedly. In Agile process also, we are using the same process phases, whichever we have used to develop a project. Okay, but we are coming back after the deployment phase. In deployment phase, we are going to hand over the project to the customer. Okay, if he is satisfied directly, we will give to him, then he'll come back. Okay, he is not satisfied, which means he gave some other suggestions, or he asked for some other changes on that particular project, then we go back to again the coding part, isn't it? If it is saturated at coding part, it will give proper results, appropriate results, whichever expecting by the customer. Then according to the changes where we did some changes on that particular process, so take the consideration of changes and will change the design the same place. If design is also over, then change the documentation. Okay, this is a process. And see the last point, the aim of Agile process is to deliver the working model of software quickly to the customer. And also this Agile process has one aim. What is that aim here? Here we are modifying the project again. So then at this time, we don't take much time to develop the modifications or to include the modifications on that particular existing software. So we should work with that project fastly and hand over to the customer or deliver to the customer. That's why in first points we have, it's a rapid and adaptive one. They'll work on this project fastly or quickly. Okay, after finishing, they'll deliver to this project to a customer, right? Clear? We'll see the next slide, that is why are we going for agility? Why means, see the first point, the Agile process represents a reasonable alternative to conventional software engineering for certain classes of software projects, which means, so it is a alternative technique, for conventional techniques, which means conventional technique means whatever the process we have followed previously, or old methodologies, old process methodologies. Old process methodologies are called the conventional methods, or otherwise previously we have implemented some process, we have implemented this software by using some process model. It may be waterfall, it may be VP model, or it may be some spiral, or etc. XYZ or something. So those are called the conventional software engineering models. Okay, now here we are going for which purpose we are going? Here we are going for changing alterations on that particular, okay, design. I mean on particular that project. So then no need to do the same conventional process again. Don't do don't follow the old planning methods. If he is asked for some changes on that particular product, then if you start again from what requirements analysis, again designing, again coding, and again testing, again deployment like that, will we do like that? No. If he asked some changes on that particular product means, okay, directly we are going to apply that changes on a coding coding part itself. Okay, we are not doing the technique whatever we followed previously. We won't come again from that. For example, uh, for example, if we asked one tailor to add this design to this particular dress, okay, some add collar to this dress like that, okay, directly he'll cut that some piece of cloth and add to the dress, and he made, he will get ready the dress, and he'll hand over to us, isn't it? Apart from that, if we going for again take new cloth, okay, again measurements, okay, again what scissoring of, cutting of the dress, again stitching or total dress, and at lastly he'll add that what collar neck to the dress, and he'll hand over to us means, is it a proper way to, okay, add something to a existing one? No. So what about old dress? What about old dress? It's completely waste now. That time waste is cloth stitching time, and everything money whatever we spend for that what dress, everything is we lost. If the tailor did like that, is it a correct procedure? No. If we ask for some alteration or some change on that particular dress, which means previously it doesn't have any collar neck, it's normal neck, that's it, just we are asking for include into this dress, just add some collar to this particular place or to this particular, okay, necklace like that we asked him. So then for adding instead of adding that one, he made once again a new dress means it's completely a foolish thing, isn't it? Apart from that, directly he can just open little stitches at the neck place, and he will join that one and stitch neatly and hand over to us means it's a little bit what okay, smart work. It's a little bit smart work, isn't it? So here also, now why agile process is, the agile process is help to us to save our money, to save our time, okay, to save many things into that. So directly, so agile process means it will directly, okay, it will directly work on changes where the customer needs the changes, directly will do at that place itself. We are not moving again, we are not going back to the same 5 phases whatever we have okay, what followed previously. Clear? So that's why this agile process is a alternative one to modify a, okay, project. Okay, for the modification of project, don't go for the conventional method again. For first time, you will follow the conventional method, means it's okay, it's a good one. Okay, but I mean, upgradation or modifying that software, if we want to modify that software, don't go to the conventional method directly. You can go to the alternative, which means Agile process itself, right? Next point, it has been demonstrated to deliver successful systems quickly. So why are we using this particular one, Agile process? Okay, to change that project fastly and deliver to that project quickly to the customer. That's why we have chosen this Agile process, isn't it? And because of these two reasons, we are preferring Agile process. It's a best method for modifications. In this method, okay, the developers will develop this one fastly, quickly, and hand over to a customer. And they'll concentrate on only the changing part itself. They won't touch the other modules, other what parts of a what software project. They'll concentrate on where they have to perform some function or some work onto that particular part. They didn't touch the remaining parts of that particular system, is it? So like that they'll work. Okay, so these are the main 2 points of why we are going the Agile process. And okay, before going to this, it has the basic activities the same, which means communication, planning, modeling, construction, and deployment remains. So within that, these plans will be same, but they morph into a minimal task set that push the teams towards construction and delivery soon. So from these all phases, it will take, okay, which one is worked, which one is suitable to change fastly, and then they'll take the decision, which means always they must concentrate on this construction unit only. So minimal number of works, minimum number of tasks will be, okay, applied on this particular construction for getting for getting fast delivery of that particular project. This is about, okay, the need of a agility or Agile process. Am I clear? If we'll move to the next slide, that is agility and the cost of change. Agility and the cost of change. So if we will go for agility process, so what is the cost impact on that particular process? If we'll use old conventional methods, okay, what is the impact of that methods, okay, on budget? So these are the 2 points in this particular concept. This is the second concept of our second unit. Clear? 2.2, agility and the cost of change. See, first if we'll go for conventional wisdom, if we are going for a comparison, this is about little bit comparison. If we are going for a conventional wisdom, is that the cost changing increase non-linearly as project progresses. So the cost, the changing of a cost, okay, for project progress is non-linear. It may be increased, it may be decreased. There is no exact figure for this conventional type of projects. I mean, project implementation. But here there is a difficulty is there. Okay, these conventional processes are suitable to develop a new project. These conventional methods are suitable to develop a uh, wait a moment. What where we are, okay, conventional wisdom, na? So these conventional methods are suitable to develop a new projects. Those are 100% suitable to develop a new projects. Okay, at that time we are going for 5 phases as usual. Okay, requirements analysis, planning, modeling, construction, and deployment phase. These are the 5 phases of a conventional models, isn't it? So if we will work like that only, it is okay. But okay, but if we are some changes are okay asked by a customer at the end of the okay testing phase, what should we do? Again we have come back from the same first point onwards. For example, if we are following one approach, step by step approach, if something is missing, again we are calling, I mean, come from first. Okay, this is not a convenient. If you come back to first means again the same cost, whichever we have the same time, same cost is needed. Till now how much time is okay needed for finishing of that project, almost finishing of that project, so that the same time same budget needed again to do the work. Or in some methods, in some models we have learned, okay, if the what customers asked the changes I mean middle of the working of this conventional methods means it's impossible for some methods. For some methods it's impossible to adapt such kind of changes, isn't it? If we'll choose to develop such kind of methods, okay, by developing a software, then if the customer is asked for some changes, is it possible to change? No, it won't possible to change. So that's why again we are coming back from step 1 to step 1, which means the things whichever asked by a customer is about a new technology, new software, or new components. Okay, that thing has some special working nature. It may be includes special working nature. So there are many okay different requests by a customers. If we are following one approach that won't entertain, suppose waterfall model. So if we are working this project first, whenever we started okay working of new software, then we have chosen some waterfall model. So again at the end of the waterfall model, which means last step, he asked for some changes, means is it possible to okay include in that particular model? No, it's impossible. So what we should do? We need to develop the process again. So it's a time waste, money waste, and many other impacts also came in conventional method. For example, sometimes, okay, if we are counting the notes, we have big bundle of notes, some 2000 rupees or some 500 rupees notes. Okay, once we have started to count that notes, if we missed some number in between or at the end of that counting, so what we should do? Again we come back from one, again we'll count the okay total bundle, isn't it? Okay, this kind of situations may occur in our regular daily lives. Okay, if we started to count some bundle of notes, we are counting, in between somebody came and disturbed us and interrupt something, so automatically we forgot where we are, what is the number, how much we have finished till that time. So what we should do again, we have to come back to again first note, again start to counting itself. So there, what is the drawback of that one? So it's a time waste process, isn't it? Okay, but here also same, the time waste process and budget is waste process, and the efforts, okay, techniques, talents, whatever they have used till that time, those are all will be smashed if we'll go for okay conventional methods. So that's why the cost impact also more if we are asked for changes on these conventional methods without involving the agile process, right? See the second point, a well designed agile process may flatten the cost of change curve by coupling incremental delivery with agile practices such as continuous unit testing and pair programming. Here we are going to flatten the cost. So how we are going to flatten the cost? By using the agile process, by including agile process into that particular project, then we are going to reduce the or flatten the cost itself. Why? Because we are changing only the particular part of the overall project. We are not going to modify everything, just we are going to modify that particular okay small unit of work. And also okay, we are going to work fastly, and that particular part will be tested separately. Okay, so continuous unit testing separately we are going for testing. And also here we are using some pair programming. Pair programming means here attaching one more some set of code lines into that existing code lines, isn't it? These are the plus points of a agile process. By doing this we are going to reduce the cost, we are going to reduce the cost, and we are going to reduce the manpower, time, everything, isn't it? Instead of doing the process same, repeat the same process, isn't it? Yes, this is about cost of change. In conventional method the cost is more compared to agile process. So here in next slide we have some one chart for this. This is about some a chart. This here the development cost, okay, y axis has development cost, x axis has development schedule progress. So in normal process the cost of changing using conventional software process, this is this line, this curve is okay, it's a normal conventional process. If we ask for modification, okay, after okay reaching this point, if we ask for any modifications, then the cost is increased rapidly. Okay, but at the same point, okay, if we asked for changes, okay, by using agile process, if the developers will follow the agile process, the cost is okay little better than the conventional methods, isn't it? So there is a difference between these two. This is a conventional process, this is a agile process. Okay, the same will meet at the same place. Clear? This is about the agility process, agility and the cost of change. In next class we are going to discuss about agile process. So by this we have finished off only two topics, 1.1 sorry 2.1 and 2.2. 2.1 is about what is the introduction of agile process. In the introduction, what is agility, and also what we discussed till now. What is agility? Agility is a response from development team, okay, according to a customer needs, right? So that statement, I mean that nature is called the agility. So this agility process have, why we are going for the agility process means because it will give, okay, many advantages are there. It will produce result, it will give deliver the project fast and with less cost, okay, less time. So like that there are many advantages are there compared to conventional methods. Here we are having many advantages compared to the old methods or classical methods or conventional methods. That's why we are learning about this second unit.